I don't know what you're talking about. I definitely wasn't only half prepared when I went live. That definitely did not happen. In fact, so unprepared that my palette cam is not actually registering correctly. Hold on. There we go. All right. Hello. Hi, Sai. How are you, Sai? I shall partake of the water, Sai. And then I shall sigh. I shall put a little water in my wet palette. Which I think I just need I need a new palette sheet. Straight up. Freaking heck, I know. I mean, it's a vibe. That's my vibe for the whole day, really. Today has been a freaking heck. How do I open this? I just recently got almost just in time package with the shipment of hydration paper. Yeah, I'm awake. I'm telling you, I'm awake. I'm functioning. I think I'm a human. Am I a human this time? Blast, do I have to be a human this time? Could have sworn I was something cooler this cycle. I'm not- Yeah, I don't think I am either right now. I'm still in the wake and the wake and bake stage of my morning. Uh, Due to how sleep and I have never been on the best terms, I am still in the it's still last night stage of my week. I have technically slept not much, despite two completely distinct times of attempting it. Uh, it's a thing. But what are we listening to right now? Uh, okay, I mean it's a decent song, but not what I need right now. The only reason Sleep and I are even acquainted is because of the baking. Yeah, yeah, I hear that. So we're just going to try to go in the other direction entirely and just hype up as much as we can, despite a distinct lack of hard drugs. What happened to my brush? Go into a tip, you monster. Okay. So, so we are glazing a ton of black. What we need to do is, let's see. First, we need to glaze up from Eshin Gray to Dawnstone, and then we need to glaze down from Eshin Gray to black. Yeah. Which might start with a little bit more layering depending on the piece. We'll start at the tire here. The tire well? I don't know. I feel like I am not aligned. Something between myself, the chair, the desk, and the planet itself are not aligned correctly. I might be losing my mind. So you want to pass some of that over here? I feel like I could use it. Well, pass, puff, puff. Yeah, I feel like I'm either already there and past it, or I really require it. I'm not sure which. Did I? Yeah, no. No, I'm. So I think I gotta run errand in a bit here. Is it one of the ones from your grandmother where you're not gonna return for like 6.5 hours? Because you needed to go across 3 state lines, begin and then end a civil war, and renegotiate the contract with the reptilians. You know what? We'll stick with just that much. We're supposed to go just refill some water, and next thing you know, you're in the shadow dimension. Yeah, it's a likely story. I'll let you know when I get back what we actually did. Okay. I am going to bet that there will be dinosaurs involved this time. And lasers. Not necessarily in that order. Oh yeah, I need thinner. I need all the thinning agents. You know, I'm gonna try doing a new thing. I'm gonna put my thinner in the middle, where it can't just easily get pulled off the sheet. And I can get back to that same single puddle of thinner, no matter how I rotate my palette. Yes. This makes sense. At least on the other hand, I think I'm having a good hair day. It's always a plus. I think I'm having a good hair day anyway. Side of our lives, I'll tell you our sins, and you can sharpen your knife. Yeah, I don't care about pings from either of that right now. Anyway, so we'll start with like a 50-50 and a 2 roundabout. I'm gonna start by just throwing another layer, and then I will glaze. Ah, This is this is Flyleaf, right? Apocalyptica with Lacey Sturm. Yeah, this is a Flyleaf vocalist. This Oh, it's Apocalyptica. No wonder it's good. I'm like, wow, I know I've heard the song a couple times before, but like this song really slaps. This is good. It's the good stuff. Oh yeah, probably help if I had those reference pics, huh? I can see what stuff's supposed to look like. There we go. There we go. It's weird when I don't know why I didn't put a completely opaque layer, but alright, sure. I'll work with it. Eh. Yeah, looks like I'm running those errands much later, so I'm chilling for now. Sweet. I still have my money on dinosaurs and lasers. Not necessarily in that order. Started playing to the Halo games again? Yes. I believe you mentioned that. Or mentioned that you do that, but now you've begun the cycle once more. Yeah, finishing the fight once again. What even was I doing here? Eh? Next, with them at 360, plug in the Halo Reach, Nexus 1, so on. Yeah, remind me, I was going to Mass Effect games, but I couldn't find my Mass Effect 3. Disappointments. I mean, Mass Effect's only my favorite game on the Citadel. uh, yeah, I know I was bad, but I don't care. I am well beyond caring at this point. Is there? No. I cannot describe the joy in the knowledge that I can now listen to whatever I want while I stream. There could be no one here. I am still gonna have a blast because I have to paint this guy anyway. And now I can listen to good stuff. Sorry. Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, no, I remember that. It was good. I mean, makes sense to me that that would exist. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Change your mind. Gotta go on. Survive the tide. Love to- Oh, Einstein's a no, it wasn't Einstein. It's Newton. Newton's the deadliest man in space. Yeah. Yeah, it was Isaac Newton because gravity and things in motion stay in motion, which means you miss a shot and now that thing could just annihilate a planet in, 10 million years. So don't miss your shots, especially if you're fighting over one of your own planets because oopsies. I feel like I want to see a game with that mechanic. Like I feel like that's a mechanic that they kind of missed out on implementing with No Man's Sky was something like that. Yeah, playing off on a side, which by Mass Effect series is top three game series of all time for me. Oh yeah, mine too. Yeah, it's let's see, game series probably. Oh man, it's hard to rank them, but I know it's like Dark Souls, Mass Effect, and Halo with a very close honorary mentions of Battlefield and Gears of War. Do I want to put Gears of War up there? I don't know. Maybe Gears of War is a little further down. I was referring to games that got at least 1, 2, and 3, but it's Halo, Mass Effect, Modern Warfare 1 through Black Ops 2. That's fair. Did recently watch Bricky playing through Modern Warfare 2 remastered, and even though I complained a lot about that game back when it came out because I was a stupid kid, now I'm like, no, this game was good. This game was good. Modern Warfare 2 through Black Ops 2. No, no, no. Modern Warfare 1 is definitely in that list, as is World at War. Call of Duty 5. How dare you? If Call of Duty's on the list, World at War is included. I have spoken. Probably is. I just didn't play them for. You didn't play what? Go play World at War. Like buy World at War right now from somewhere. I don't care where. Buy it. Play it.
Warburg opening in sector 9. Oculus registering contacts number 87 rising. All exit stations. It's a Black Crusade.
Uh, I still don't know why that plays so early. You know what? I might just put it that um, it's not at set times. It's just random. It's just that a random time a Black Crusade will launch, which is actually kind of fitting. And then, I guess we have 30 minutes on the timer if people want to put stuff towards the Cast for Chaos thing. I'll put the timer up. Why not? Screw it. Screw it. I'm done fighting with it. So I go and play R-rated games my brother had, which was 90% Halo. Ah, I was the oldest one, so I. However, I could usually get away with it if it was something historical based, because most people in my family really appreciate history. So, like, I was fairly young actually when I was playing Call of Duty 2. Like, Call of Duty 2. That's it. Uh, on my dad's work PC. Is my dad worked from home, so when he wasn't working on weekends or super early in the morning, I could sometimes get out and use his much better computer than the ones us kids had. And also, let's see, Call of Duty 2 Big Red 1 and Medal of Honor Rising Sun. That one was actually pretty good. It's actually where I learned about the Will Rod and how actually awesome it is. I was scared. Is that scared or scarred? I was scarred as a child sitting down the hallway watching my brother play Bioshock without him knowing. The scene, just reaching down the dust and ripping a heart out actually screwed me hard because I was like 2 or 3. Oh, wow. What am I doing right now? I'm trying to move my reference pick. There we go. I can't really think of a game moment that messed with me, honestly. Soldiers, line up on the altar. I got Halo Combat Evolved when I was still super, super young. Yeah, I feel like that's when I got Call of Duty 2 and uh Medal of Honor. Yeah. I was still pretty young. But I was fine with it. I think the historical nature kind of helped, honestly. Like knowing that this stuff was real and it happened, but super long ago. Yeah. I think it was kind of a good thing, really. I feel like I should actually be just doing the glazing at this point instead of another passive layering. So I need more Dawnstone over here. Thing is, I made this so much Dawnstone because there was so much light on it. Now it's like, how do I shift it? How do I have it as a gradient all the way down? I keep thinking spectrum like that. It's not quite right. What's up, Boba? Original Halo was a horror game. It's like 5-year-old me, even younger. I'm like, I mean, to be fair, Flood, kind of scary. I am good if I feel half human right now. Just sleep was less of a thing than probably would have been appreciated. So what's glaze do for the minis? So what we're doing is glaze blending, which might take me a minute to fully get re. It's been a while since I've done like glazing like this. Effectively, it's to make that really smooth gradient from let's say a black to a light gray. Not enough. It will be enough in time, eventually. Uh, it will take a good amount of time. I think now that we're at the black armor point, I'm just going to completely finish the tire and then put it back on the mini at this point. But yeah, we're going for some real smooth gradients, which I have not set myself up for success with, I am realizing. I am going to blame streaming for how many hours I streamed last night or yesterday, 10 hours yesterday for that. And now I'm going to fix it. This is all the painting style of, or the black armor is anyway, of volume. Oh, actually the tire itself is a good example. So the tire, ooh, we can look at, I don't know if you can tell because it's very subtle, which is on purpose. You see how the tire gets from darker to lighter very subtly, very slowly, and you can tell it's not quite the light, but the light is actually accentuated on it. That's glazing. That was a bunch of glazing I did on the tires to give them more depth. Okay, I was curious. Pretty new, only been doing this for 6 months. Yeah, I see. There you go. All right, 200 layers and it might be close. Yeah, no, you're not that wrong. So it's a very slow, but can be an extremely impactful when done well. But it does take a lot of time. It's a lot of layers, especially when I'm not. You know what? No, I'm gonna switch over to this side. I feel like I've got too much medium on my brush too. That's not helping me any. How you drag the paint actually helps a lot in here because it allows you to push most of the pigment in one direction while still leaving a little bit behind. I am still not doing this particular part very good. I'm starting over on that one. Probably try some of my dreads. It does. Um, I'd actually argue it's probably easiest to do on smaller surfaces, especially like rounded ones where the light falls is very obvious. I'm having a hard time figuring out how to actually do it on these like flat panels where the light is very much like intense in specific areas. It's weird. Is clear coding the mini a good idea? It can be. Depends on what you're doing. Uh, oh, I'm trying to think of good examples of when clear coding before you do stuff is a good idea. They definitely exist. The cases exist. Yeah, my head's not exactly on straight currently. So for that, I apologize. Just like a protective layer at the end. Oh, that, yeah, definitely. And yeah, clear coding is like hitting the save button, which like a monster, I pretty much never do. I only clear code at the end when it's like time to deliver the model. Or I'm about to go and use it in a game. Like honestly, most of my painted dudes are now I think about not clear coded because I've not used them in a game yet. It's like, oh, all right, they're in my list. I'm gonna clear code them now because I'm gonna bring them to the shop. But that's me being a dumb. I don't actually recommend that. And I have paid for that, by the way. I feel like I feel like that guy had a point of glazing upwards, but I feel like there's so much already upwards. I just need to glaze down. I feel like this is going to be all glazing down. It's just going to be me adding additionally more Eshin Gray and then black all the way down, and that's how this is going to go. Cool. I was going to do like a flat clear coat when I'm done. Yes, yeah, you should definitely do that. I'm gonna be honest. I don't even put finish on my models when I'm done with them. Yeah, I straight up didn't for years. Really, it only became a thing after I got an airbrush. And even then, part of my hesitancy is because of how easy it is for you to accidentally frost your minis, which is when the clear coat grabs a bunch of extra crap and adds a layer of like window frosting to the mini, and I hate it. And especially because my personal army is mostly black, so like my contemptor that I show off quite a bit. It it used to be way more black, but the clear coating got me. It actually took a little while to fix it back to this point. And it's not even completely done. The missile pods, as you can see, are still pretty like right there. Just like what even happened? Frosted tips, Marines. Yeah, it's real. You laugh. It's a problem. Chapter called the In Sync. Yeah, yeah. Yep, it be real. I will eventually warm up to this glazing, but I don't feel like I am yet. I feel like I'm doing a bad job. It's weird. I feel like it really is. Sometimes I'm really good at glazing, and then sometimes I'm just really bad at it. Oh yeah, I keep losing my reference picks. That's definitely not helping me any. Gonna go hop on above stream for a minute and say, well, say what up. I'll be back to lurk while working. Sounds good. Thank you. Thank you for the lurk. Catch you soon. I got I got T1 second screen watching him lose on Overwatch because this one character keeps knocking him off the map. That's funny. Nah, I feel like I should just focus on this and get this figured out. Have that as my template. Work off that. So sleep soundly in your bed tonight. Judgment falls upon you at first light. Hand of God on the dark Messiah. And the vengeful one. Blackest moment of a dying man. Hand of God, the dark Messiah. Vengeful one. The blackest moments of a dying life, you become. Will never be what I expected. And if I don't belong, who would have guessed it? I'll not leave alone. Everything that I own, make you feel like it's not too late. It's never too late. When if I say, I'm gonna put, uh, uh, I don't know how I feel about how this is coming out, honestly. Let me put the edge highlights on and see how I feel then. World we knew. I got a couple missions left in reach, so I'm gonna play those for now. Probably have some food right after. Seems good. Seems like a good time. Don't forget to survive on that last one. I hear that's important. So I have you up in the main screen because I got a different TV in my room for the console. Yeah, I got the same thing actually. Like I got a, well, you can actually see it. This is a TV. Don't use it very often, but it is there. Oh yeah, I keep. Oh, actually, I should probably. I'm glad I remembered. Should probably do that about now. I actually have to step away for about 10 to 15 because I need to go prep and put a roast in the oven for tonight's dinner. The meat is thawed. I just need to throw some. I just need to get the oven going. Throw some spices on it. Throw it in. An 8 minutes later, turn the heat off. Yeah, I'm gonna finish up this highlighting right here so I can assess when I come back. But I do think it looks pretty good. Do maybe a little bit more a little bit more work in the gradients, but I'll see to that when I come back. All right. Yeah. 10 to 15. I'll be back, and we'll continue. Alright, I am back for 8 minutes, and then I have to go turn the oven off. Do we still have anyone here? Or am I painting by myself? Which is fine. Alright, how do I feel like this looks? Yeah! I still have Psy. How many elite skulls have you collected? I need to definitely work on that main panel right there. Dude, nothing more never fails to... I don't even know, like, everything. Music quality, the message, the potency of it. feel like it's still too it's still too delineated. I think I'm making my transition like area too small here. He's got a good point though. We really do fade in. Like when we're born, that's mostly just our later mortal shell. Our actual consciousness kind of just fades in over the next few years. Got another minute and then I need to go run and turn the oven off. Alright, I have to go turn the oven off. Be right back. Okay, I'm here. My or I'll be here when my chair decides to align correctly with everything else. Having a lot of that problem today. Alright. Back to this wheel. Alright, I think I've gone this panel where I want it. Let's just move on. Oh, what happened to my music? Uh, oh, YouTube music just crashed. Let's try that again. There we go. I feel like the top panel is going a lot smoother, honestly. Much smoother. I still have to do something about the fact that I've got this super big panel that's uh actually yeah, I should be going this way. It's all the lightest color involved, effectively. Oh yeah, keep forgetting to put up my reference pics whenever I click off them. Oh yeah, I just remembered there was a particular track I wanted to listen to. I mean, as good as Halo seems. Oh no, that was the ad at the beginning about their song. Um, here we go. Yo, this is a vibe right here. Yeah, I feel like most of that was a mess up. I gotta just get rid of all that. Nope. Yo, yo, man, should have queen from the bed. Oh man, that slide right there. That slide. That was clean. Actually, no, I don't need it there. Where I need it is like over here. Hello. Oop. Yeah, funny. Pretty sure I saw the brush hit the piece, but didn't leave anything. Works for me. Yo, let's go. Oh yeah, I can play before I do any of this front stuff. Oops. Ah. When you get so focused, your spit starts going down the wrong tube. How'd this manage to get completely grayed out? This was originally supposed to go up to black up here, or at least close to black. I don't know what track this is, but this is epic. What was that? Oh, I thought I recognized a bunch of the names or the voices. Bobby Bass, Lauren Pillay, Colin McGinnis. Yeah, that makes sense. No, morning. I was ready, spur. So, Mike, how it goes, man? Fairly well. Well, on the quiet end, as you know, afternoons have been lately. But making well, considering I'm glazing, I'm making decent progress, I suppose. Just woke up. Nice. Yeah, you got work later, right? Oh, son of a... I just kicked the wire to this monitor, which is super sensitive. Oh, I think I got it. Alright, I have chat back. I can see chat. It's a part of my head because you always use that not quite emo but emote waving thing. That I just imagine the size always far away. He's just always in the distance. The question is that a fart of approval or disapproval? Another question is, do I care? Oh, that was one from Mike. Oh, never mind. That's just a fart of chaos. Give me 1 second. This errant piece of mucus just decided to make its presence known. Alright. I am ready to move on from this vibe. Let's go to this. There we go. That's better. That is a better vibe. The way that I am. Ending up comatose. Nope, need is lighter. Slightly lighter. Yeah, the music, good. Music good. I am quite pleased. I am very pleased. I need more downstone. I'll make some breakfast in a little bit here. Looks like I might actually not go on those errands today. Yeah, food. Do the food. I approve of food. Aunt took the one good car to a doc appointment. My Gmail just assumes she'll be back in like an hour. By the time she gets back, I doubt my Gmail will still run those errands. Yeah. Can you just change from this music? No. Uh, not quite. There's a slight difference. So the last set was a lot of like voice play and the bass gang, which cover a lot of like more general music, if you will, more middle of the road. Well, this is Jonathan Young, who does sometimes do stuff with members of the bass gang individually, but he does more like rock covers. Oh, I think this music just got louder. Okay, let me try again. So the last set was a lot of voice play and the bass gang, which do a lot of covers of like more like middle of the road music, more like general music. This is Jonathan Young, which does covers of more like rock stuff. Although he does occasionally do stuff with members of the bass gang. His stuff is a lot more rock. Even like this is a metal cover of "I See Fire" by Ed Sheeran for The Hobbit. pretty much everything this guy touches turns into a metal cover. Like he doesn't do short of like a hard rock vibe. So very similar music. I just upped the energy level effectively by changing artist or the main artist. That biker has a solo commission, right? No, this is part of the giant White Scars commission. If you can believe it. And he's not even the only guy at this detail level I have to do. There's still a named character at the end of this that is on this level. Okay, I just recognized the voice at the beginning. Yeah, that's Jonathan Young. And this right now, I believe, is Cole McGinnis again, which also does a lot of stuff with the bass gang. I don't remember this guy's name. I think this is the only cover I know him from. No offense, there's no way that spending this much time on 1 mile in that last probably no, and I've talked about this before. This commission went way out of scope a very long time ago. Yeah, no, this commission's a giant loss that I got myself into. Yeah, it was one very strong learning 2 years, not even a learning moment, learning 2 years that has single-handedly changed my payment policies, among other things, about 6 times. Every time I play through Halo games, it surprises me how much longer it takes me to complete Halo 1 compared to all the others. Really? You struggle with Halo 1? What difficulty do you usually play them on? Okay, I love this cover. Oh, it's heroic. Can I ask how much it was? The whole thing. Yeah, I think it's fine. Uh, all right. So the whole commission in total was 18 assault intercessors, Primaris apothecary, 6 outriders, 3 blade guard veterans, blade guard ancients, Primaris chaplain and bike, and Karsara Khan. 32 miles, I believe, in total. All at tier 3 except for the biker chaplain, this guy that I'm painting right now, and Kasara Khan, who are both at tier 4. And the ones with white armor were all using a very specific paint scheme from GW. That was the big thing, actually. That was the biggest factor that screwed this, actually. There were other things. Like in general, the whole thing should have been more expensive, but that white armor scheme taking that long to do, absurd. I have since made it that if you want someone else's paint schemes, like not even paint scheme, but like someone else's paint recipe, I am at least quadrupling the rate, flat. So, coming from that, I made, I believe,
Fort Worth opening in Sector 9. Oculus registering contacts number 87 rising. Orange stations. It's a Black Crusade.
okay. Yes, I was getting to that, Mike. I'm telling you the entire scale of it, so there's proper reference. Also, I'll pop a timer. I also decided Black Crusade, we're effectively just gonna treat it as a random thing that happens whenever, and it just causes a 30-minute whatever. Anyway, if I remember correctly, it was 6 grand. I made 6 grand on this. Now, to be fair, it did have the aspects of there's no time limit on it, So I was able to stop working on it whenever I had something else I could be working on that would immediately get me more money. But no, this commission probably, if someone asked me to do this commission now, I'd probably be looking at like 20 to 25 grand. Like at this point, this one model should be something like a grand. Even after I figured out, like even after I got a hold of the paint scheme and everything, this guy should be around a grand. But learning moment, I was relatively new to commission painting when I took this contract on, and yeah, it's effectively been mostly busy work for the last 2 years. That's quite sizable. What is the commission? I agree. Yeah, there's a reason when you usually see commission artists doing like whole armies, they're not very high detail. Now, to be fair, I have extended this commission a bit of my own decision by going above and beyond in certain ways for the purpose of making them better marketing to try to recoup some of this by pulling in new contracts. So like the freehand you see on them, for example, the OSL, little details like that, those weren't part of the original contract. I decided to do those both because artistic desire and also marketing. Because all those things are technically additional add-ons with how my commission application process works. Oh, I don't even need to be doing that one yet. What am I doing? I haven't finished the gradients in that one yet, so I don't need to be edge highlighting it just yet. Yeah, this commission is like every commissioner's like worst nightmare. It's just a giant time suck for not anywhere near the right amount of money. And already, commission art is usually a very slim profit margin anyway. Like, there are reasons that there's very few studios of multiple artists because there's not a whole lot of money to go around. So you got a student who paid six. Oh yeah, massively. Grand, he's had to wait 2 years for it, but the dude's an engineer that just works constantly. I don't even remember the last time I heard about him playing a game. He used to play a lot more, but I think he was in school back then. All right, so that's the top bit there. Now over here, which I kind of messed with myself by applying the highlights early. I need my reference pick. Where is it? I don't know why it's always off, but here we go. Yeah, diggy diggy hole. This is the song that tells you, like, it reveals the difference between the nerds and the imposters. Like, if you walk into a game store and yell "Brothers of the Mind Rejoice" and everyone else doesn't, like, if someone doesn't respond with the next line in this, you know that they don't belong there. I have not unironically. I have actually gotten this song stuck in non-nerds' heads, which was really funny. My ex was one of them for a while, actually, because she wasn't really a nerd. She was more of a geek. Okay, I don't feel like pulling out more Esh and Gray, so I'm just going to make it with Dawnstone and Black. My potato godness is a nerd knows this one. Well done. Well played. Your aim was true. That's all I can say. I know I am, aren't I? I'm not exactly sure what happened there paint-wise, but I didn't quite do what I wanted it to do. We'll be having an international wedding with literally people from all over the world, at least 6 different countries. What, you? Like your wedding? Wow. Family gets around, huh? Nice. So I take it the family herd go forth and populate the world and figure it'd be most efficient to do it from a bunch of different locations. That's I think this side's actually done. I think I just need to do the do the highlights on it. When's the wedding? Something like that. Not sure how that happened. I have to fix that. Fortunately, mom won't be able to make it. Ah, that sucks. In October. Got some time to prep for it. Oh, this is a good track right here. Alright, it's reached finish on my Halo 1. Did you survive, though? Most important question. No. No way, really? Man, you must really suck. Uh, yeah, I should probably just do this entire thing. I should hit the rivets and stuff. Which I did buy, or not, I did. I planned on, I'll do the easy route. I'll grab Lothern Blue. Table, what do you think of that monstrous thing that came up yesterday on Plush's stream? Uh, it was worse after I realized that those weren't hairs on the bottom; those were legs. Granted, I actually do quite like centipedes. I like any kind of bug, really. I like bugs. However, the horse to trunk thing, that was weird. it gave me what's the name of that thing? The Central and South American cryptid. Oh man, I haven't thought about that thing in years. What is that thing called? Uh, South American cryptid. Uh, I can't remember what it's called. It's like this human-sized, like, mosquito thing that eats that kills goats and drinks their blood, but has like hypnotic powers or some nonsense. Mexican cryptid. Let's try that. Chupacabra. That's it. It gave me like chupacabra vibes. Except I don't think the chupacabra can normally fly. So I mean now it's a flying chupacabra, which is like great. Because that's what we needed. Yeah, no, I think I summarized it pretty good of orders, 4 gauge shotgun. Which actually Europeans call it 4 gauge. We call it 6 gauge. But still, it's the biggest it's the biggest caliber of shotgun you can really have. So when you want everything in front of you absolutely gone, that's usually a good choice. All right, so there's one more step, and I am quite happy with how the bolts came out. That system works pretty well. I need a black line the the hard recesses. All right, so I think that's a look into how the rest of the bike is gonna look and the guy's armor. That's the approach. Elephant gun. Elephant gun isn't a shotgun, to be fair. An elephant gun is its own entire thing. The elephant gun's not a bad option for that thing either. It said it's size of an eagle, so what, 2.3 meter wingspan, so about 6 feet across. So Probably don't actually need an elephant gun to take it down. Honestly, probably not. Oh, here's a question. It's got the whole centipede thing going on, but the head is like fleshy. So like, is it a vertebrate or an invertebrate? And like, what are those legs made out of if it's a vertebrate? Like, what is that? Like, there's anatomical questions to be had here. Now, should I attach this now or wait till after? Does it significantly get in the way of anything else? I don't really think so. I do need to clean that up, I think. Yeah. All right, yeah. I'm gonna attach it. Invertebrate. So that is a chitinous uh proboscis then, huh? Not even a proboscis because it can move around. I think it's more than no, no. They call like a butterflies thing a proboscis. Yeah, so it's got a giant proboscis. Jeez, yeah, no, that thing's horrible. Does that thing come in swarms? I had thought that when I asked about size, I'm like, if it's small and that thing comes in locust swarms, like that's just not. Ah, I am thinking. Well, that's drying. Definitely come in swarms like locusts. Oh boy. I feel like potato would make a horrific DM. Not skill, just like the content. The content just feel like I no. Kilowatt fire. And I like bugs. I'm like, nah. Like I've actually been watching some videos on YouTube lately of people that own like pet spiders and scorpions. And actually there's some pretty intelligent spider species that have like legitimate like what we'd consider personalities. Jumping spiders mostly, not exclusively, but mostly jumping spiders. They have surprisingly well developed brains. Yeah, this thing's gonna look so good when it's done. I'm 30 seconds or more behind it to refresh. Jeez. That's some nonsense. What am I looking for? Oh, reference pick. Right. Alright. Ugh. Alright. I need to fix that. Alright. I've been wondering if I should keep streaming in the afternoon or not. I know for like a while, my numbers in the afternoons were sometimes even better than at night, but I don't know, lately, not so much. I suppose it's hard to tell with it being the holidays. Despite all my rage, I'm still just a rat in a cage. Despite all my rage, I'm still just a rat in a cage. I do be back. Yeah, I was just saying, I've been wondering if I should keep streaming in the afternoon or not. Like I was having times for a while it seemed where my afternoons were actually doing better than my nighttime streams, and now it's like completely like 100% flip-flopped. But it's like hard to tell because it's the holidays too. I don't know how much of an impact that's having. Good, I'm only a couple of seconds behind now. Yes. I hope so. Think it might be the holidays. Yeah, I'm hoping it's that. People being more active after they get home from whatever they went to visit that day. Yeah. Yeah, no, it's fine. The what I've got going on right now will definitely carry me through the holidays. Into January at least, so we can get a better I don't know why I'm bothering blacklining this now. I'm probably gonna have to redo that several times, but anyway. Uh it was just bugging me. So we'll get a better grasp on what's going on later in the or with the start of the new year, I suppose. As we go into January, I'll get some better data. It might also be worth waiting until, like I was saying last night or yesterday or whenever was saying it. I think we just need to get a little bit larger as far as like regulars and people in the Discord, and then I'm thinking about switching over to the art category. It just seems like the scalability is better. Now that I've gotten to the size, or I am aiming for the size where I'll cut through like at least half of the channels in there, like get to like half, get through half the page, if you will. Yeah, it's like Warhammer is great for discoverability because you don't have a lot of competition. And I hear that Saturdays is even better in that regard. Like there's a lot of people watching, but not many people streaming on Saturdays in Warhammer, which is fine because I have Saturdays open right now. Uh, so, but it's hard to scale up once you get, once you kind of cut out your little swath of Warhammer. There's nowhere to really go. There's not a lot. There's not a lot of people. A double digit stream period is a large stream in the Warhammer category. Over in art, they have a ton of them that are, or not a ton of them, but like a fair number of triple digit streams. And it literally tells you it's thousands, usually in the 4,000 range number of people watching it there. And most of them are like one or two people in these tiny streams, which is fine. That's me half the time when stuff's not active. But when my stream is active, yeah, I'd pop up to, probably easily halfway through that channel. So I need to make this entire panel darker. Like just evenly darker. So I think that's the plan. Yeah, ironically, a lot of my regulars at this point, my regulars like split down the middle as far as people that actually play Warhammer or not. So, my channel's once on the front page. Nice. And ironically, lately, I'm not sure why this is, but I've noticed when I'm browsing Twitch and I want to go in and hang out on someone's stream, I usually end up in the art category, not in the Warhammer category. I think that more just pushed the entire tone towards the same tone instead of uniformly darker. But you know what? Whatever. I'll just continue shading downward. Yes. Hey, Zephiana. How goes? It goes. I will accept this for now. Depresso, but it goes. Oh well, I mean, let's fix that real quick. Let's just not. Now I my because I have a problem solver mentality. I immediately want to jump into a 30 questions of like, uh, not wrong. Now streaming almost daily, I would be flowing anywhere between 10 to 15 people, and I miss those days. Oh, is that because you can't really manage streaming right now? With work and everything? Because I noticed that you very rarely stream. Like you're definitely in here more often than you stream. My headspace is not the best. Okay. I need to start posting more stuff in what did I call that channel? The Discord channel for this stuff. I have videos, at least for me, helped me massively. I used to have I had depression problems for nearly 15 years. I mean, like sometimes really bad. And I've been in that entirely, and a lot of it was due to a specific set of video content. Just completely changed how I just look at everything. Yeah, mental health. Yeah, no, that's what I mean. A lot of it was. Hold on, let me skip out of this like dialogue portion here. Okay. Ironically, this is like a decent song for this topic. Okay, so no, no, that's what you named the channel. Oh, yeah, yeah. No, no, right. I need to go back to posting stuff in there. It so some people might have heard of him before because he's relatively recently gained some internet fame. Jordan Pearson and his stuff on like responsibility and existentialism and that stuff completely turned around how I approached everything. And now I'm under no threat of depression being a problem again. It actually on some level doesn't make sense anymore. Like why would I be depressed? I'm just gonna go like do something about the situation. Now, granted, I understand that people have different reasons to be depressed, but at least the stuff I struggled with, which was a lot of nihilistic stuff, like hey, what's the point? And then what's the point? I feel extremely alone. Uh, I don't have anyone in my corner. Yada yada yada. And I just approaching it from an existentialist perspective, which is effectively like the universe exists, I exist. The universe, it's just what we have in front of us. It's just cold hard reality. So purpose and meaning comes from what we as sentient beings apply to the universe. We are the ones that need to, not can, need to decide what matters to us individually and then go after that. In theory, we have one go. Time to make it count. It sounds tropey, but when you realize you can just decide what you want and then go for it, and who cares unless they're gonna try to stop you, in which case then you remove them as a problem. And it's that simple. It's just I want this. I'm gonna go for this. That's it. That's and you find a lot of I know a lot of people cynically would think, oh well, that ends up with a lot of people going after either dumb stuff or useless stuff or dangerous stuff. Some of the stuff's dumb. Sometimes that's the point, is that it's dumb. And sometimes it's selfish stuff, sure, but in the large, people don't go after selfish stuff. They naturally go after stuff that helps other people, that helps themselves as well. And especially if you're in a place where you can't find a purpose, find responsibility. And responsibility will give you purpose. Go find someone, something to take care of, to give towards. And then you'll find a lot of purpose there. And then just aligning yourself to that in any way you can every day, even if it's a low bit, then you're always making some kind of progress. And that, on a deep psychological level, is one of the main things humans are always looking for, is a sense of progress. We're literally designed to be walking forward. So if we don't feel like we're walking forward, we feel like something's wrong. However, part of all this, to really get the most out of this, requires a mindset that is honestly brutal and brutally honest. There's a lot of truths to reality that modern society really doesn't prepare you for, or really make it easy to accept. For example, there will always be suffering. You will suffer. That's a guarantee in life. The question is, are you going to make it meaningful suffering? Are you going, because you can choose your suffering. You will suffer at some point. Like, you can have a life that has periods of not suffering, but you cannot have a life of no suffering. That doesn't exist. But you can choose your suffering, and if that suffering is for a purpose that you choose, suddenly that becomes suffering that you can literally smile through. You can get to the point where you are literally smiling as you are suffering. I'm consistently moving forward, but I feel worthless. Well, how do you determine worth then? That's the real question you need to ask yourself. What what is worth to you? Is it worth in accordance to someone else? In which case it's like, who cares? It doesn't matter. They're not you. There was one specific thing that helped me overcome that super hard, which was this. I was watching a Charisma on Command video, and they mentioned how confident people approach social situations. And it's, let's say you're sitting at like at a bar, and someone comes up to you, and they start talking to you, and your initial reaction is to wonder, for most people, as you're having this conversation, do they like me? Do they like me? And you put a lot of value into that, a lot of emotional weight. No, a confident person, and like people, the type of people that people actually like, are thinking the opposite. They're thinking, do I like them? That's the question. Do I like them? Do they provide value to me? Do they give me something? Is their company worth my time? Because guess what? Most people aren't, flat out. They're not. You don't like most people. Most people are not worth your time. Most people will not add value to your life. Flat out. That's how it is. And the second you accept that, I don't care if someone else likes me or not. Okay, so then you're looking at your own internal worth chart, in which case, how is that determined? But I know there's other people that are probably listening that's real. That was one of my biggest problems for a long time. I needed to flip that. Now it's hilarious. Now I actually find it funny, because people get so like struck back when I'm like just brutally honest of like, okay, listen, why are we talking right now? What was your goal here? What's your mission statement for this conversation? Because I mean, I got stuff to do. There are other people I could be talking to that would give me more than this. And yeah, you don't end up with a lot of friends, but guess what? The friends you do have, pretty good. So what is your self-value structure based upon then? What is the thing that indicates value? I like people being brutally honest, very satisfying. Yeah, most people like people that are brutally honest. Honestly, we try to make this as like society is trying to make this taboo. It's no, we inherently like that because it's I've actually just yesterday was watching some videos on this. It is inherently the case that men want to be brutally honest and women find that brutal honesty inherently attractive. Brutal honesty is a requirement to be your full self and for people to genuinely like you. Genuinely like you. And for genuine people to genuinely like you. Genuine people won't like you if you are not brutally honest. And all the more so if you can be brutally honest with yourself. Like go into yourself and think about all the things you say. Like listen to yourself as you talk and be like, is this something that's making me stronger or making me weaker? Is this in alignment with my true self? And you'll find that, like, when you first start really paying attention, most of it's not. For the average person, most of it. You're talking like 95% of like what a person says and does is crap compared to what is actually real for them internally. And you got to burn that all away. If you're left with this 5% of like charred husk, perfect. That means looking good, but also horrendous. Oh, this one here? Oh, yeah, definitely. Like the old saying, if you've got nothing good to say, don't say anything at all. I think it should actually be if you have nothing honest to say, don't say anything at all. You're better off being quiet than saying something that's not true. I'd rather you tell me something bad out of a place of honesty. In fact, particularly because it's usually, you know, useful critique on some level. Please tell me the bad stuff. I need to take this right down to black at the bottom. That's what I need to do. Oh, hey, Diablo. Also, I do not know how old you are, but there is a study that you can find that identifies how different recent generations define themselves. Basically, if you complete the following sentence without thinking, I am. Please be honest. Yeah. Uh, there is a study that you can find identifies how different recent generations define themselves. Basically, if you complete the following sentence without thinking, I am. Sorry, just the grammar of the last sentence is really throwing me off. I don't know how to translate that. For reference, I am 28. I am fine with saying that. I was born in 94. No, not yours, Diablo's. Like I don't understand the. Basically, if you complete the following sentence without thinking, I maybe he's type. Yeah, he's typing another sentence that we don't have yet. I don't know. All right, so you're in the same generational basket as me. Oh, if you want it for the age thing, it's because of the Diablo thing. So, like, if you say I'm a painter, your self value you place on yourself is based on your output of art and acceptance of it. Ah, okay, all right, yep. Well, after all my studying and stuff into like the existential stuff and everything, I am me. I am me. I have changed and evolved and completely redone myself so many times that it's just I am me. I can apply a bunch of stuff after that, but first and foremost, I am myself. Autocorrect screws up my sentences, grr. I feel that. I feel you. I have to. I actually. I type out stuff in non-traditional sentence structures on purpose for like poetic effect all the time, and it is a problem with autocorrect. That be real. Also, if someone would be so kind as to redeem a potty break for me, that'd be really cool, and I'd be a lot more focused in continuing this very heavy conversation. The weight of which I am very happy to bear, by the way. You've gone through some stuff in BTT that basically says you've looked into your own void and accepted your truth. Oh yeah, no, I've been in some pretty bad situations. For a very long time actually. I've been suicidal multiple times. I've been uh a whole lot of stuff. Multiple kinds of assault, harassment, toxic, abusive relationships, physically abused, have had my life threatened, um, lots of stuff. Yeah. Oh, and then there's the beginning of my story, which is I was raised in what most would define as a religious cult. Yeah, I've seen some stuff. I have felt some stuff. And yeah, I am a completely different person than I was even 5 years ago. And even more so from 5 years before that. I used to be a shy, sniveling little, I don't even know, terribly unsocialized, ignorant yet dogmatic. Uh, yeah. Um, a Yeah, that's why a call leader. Yeah, no, I know that's part of how that conversation occurred. Actually, was me mentioning that and how I was effectively groomed to be a preacher. Boomers typically define themselves by their possessions or accomplishments, right? And like I said, I could go into a whole list of stuff that I could throw at the end of I am, but really, my first and foremost is I am myself. Typically define themselves by their occupation. Also makes sense. Also, man, none of you guys are gonna redeem a potty break for me? See how it is. It's gonna keep me stuck here. I am me and I am Alpharius. And that is a lie. Thank you, Mike. I will be back momentarily and we can continue this riveting conversation that I am actually quite enjoying. Massively. Keep going. Talk amongst yourself. Enjoy the music. All right. So, yeah, we determined that Mike's main issue is internal. It's not based on external stuff. Most people wouldn't imagine by looking at me that I love surrealism art. Well, I've never actually looked at you, so right? I think maybe. Hold on, who had the emote of themselves? Now I'm trying to remember. Because I know I've actually only seen photos of like three regulars. I think. I don't know. Like surrealism art, yeah, it was Diablo. Diablo is the one I've seen. We got the emote. I can't know what you were going through your mindset. Can only speak from my experience. I spent 20 years in hell in the military, physically and mentally. I was a bigger guy in the military. Yeah, and I came from a cult background and then left immediately from that into a 9 year long toxic, manipulative, gaslighting, abusive relationship because that seemed a better option. And now I'm back in with the cultish parents and trying to get out of it again. Could send a photo of me. That's up to you. I was just mentioning as I found interesting. I mean, what is the look of the person that likes surrealism art? I mean, I don't mind surrealism. Then again, I don't really know how much I really look like a stereotypical artist. I'm surprised you don't have a selfies channel. I was looking for it this morning. I can make a selfies channel. I'm fine with that. Yeah, I'll make a selfies channel. I will put in it, uh, you know, to put in there, edit channel topic. All right, yeah, it's about pets. What am I doing? All right. Oh, right. Reference pic still there. Okay, great. When I got into the deepest dark mental trenches, realized it was happening. It's not easy, but for me, changing my mindset, reminding myself what the new mindset of how I got through the bad stuff. Takes time, doesn't feel natural, right? So you just accept new mindset perspective. Yeah, I was saying earlier, mine was revealed to me because I started listening to. It was actually early this year. It was January, February, March of this year. After dealing with pretty deep depression for 14, nearly 15 years. Jordan Pearson and his talks about responsibility and existentialism. And then also, like, through that, going through a lot of, honestly, I found that a lot of the individual things messing with me were things I picked up from society's general, like, radical feminism outlooks that because of the different things I had been exposed to, I'd picked up a lot of that had me having a lot of self-loathing based on some of it was as just simple as me just being a dude, and then my ex that was a at the at the time much more of a radical feminist than she is now. I helped her soften some of those convictions. Took advantage of basically. It's basically like dealing with the death of a loved one because you're dealing with death of your old self. It's tough, but that's what worked with me. Also, I had to stop caring what I thought of myself because I don't give a crap what others thought of me. I had to stop caring about because it was conditioned effect by culture. Right, like at this point now, I don't really think about myself and how how do I view myself? I don't really it's not really a thing. I exist and I have intrinsic value as long as I continue trying, whatever that means. And I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I am always trying. So from there, yeah. Like I have a responsibility to myself to take care of myself first and foremost, and then from there, as I'm able to take on responsibility for others. I'm not really at that point yet, although I guess to some extent, one could maybe make the argument that I take care of entertaining you guys. And that is a responsibility I take pretty important seriously. I mean, yes, I will drink. I will drink to that. Then I can make myself into who I wanted to be. I am me, I am Bob, and I am anyone else. I got this depressed this time of every year for very specific reasons. A rough spot. That that hurts. Yeah, that's a real thing. There's also like there's a depending on where you live, there's also a seasonal depression aspect. Max got that a lot, pretty bad. I just feel my general energy go down. I don't get depressed from it, but I am definitely most energetic in late spring, early summer. Like, when everything else is coming alive, I have endless energy. Like, watch for it. When spring rolls around, I am going to be basically hopping into my chair. Like, no joke. All right, I think nah, that needs better. Yeah, there needs better transitions. And a little bit of stuff in the back over here. No, no, I actually get strong depression. Yeah, I figured that's what you meant. I'm assuming based on an event that happened this time of year. Oh, and the picture posting is the diss of the Cordy bits. YouTube music crash again, or they just have a long sound outro. A long sound outro. Okay. Mike, what are you talking about? You absolutely look like you like surrealism art. You can? You look surreal in that pic. So like surrealism art. I'm not sure why that was a specific top thing. I mean, it's art. Like the art. Do the art. Do it. To reality, goes gravity. Oh, there goes rabbit. The instruction so bad. Why, thank you, travelers. Welcome back to the stream. I don't. It. You're not a first. You're not marked as first time chatting, so you've been here before. But pardon me if I don't remember. Surrealism really looks really good to me. Have we tried making some surrealism? We've tried, yeah, Titans. Uh, that does not narrow it down as much as you think. I talk about Titans to a lot of people because it's a great segue into Warhammer. But yeah, welcome in. Glad to have you here. Just don't mind my terrible memory. The funny thing is, we were actually just talking about selfies and stuff, and my memory really works best on faces. So it usually takes a little while of someone chatting decently regularly before they really get locked in based on just a username. That's a me problem, not a you guys problem. Can't draw to save my life. It's surrealism art. That's the whole point. Surrealism. Hold on, if I'm not mistaken, maybe I'm thinking abstract. Hold on, give me a second. All right. Oh, okay. Surrealism's like that crazy stuff. Okay, still, you could totally make some crazy surrealism art without actually being good at drawing. You realize that I'm not super good at drawing either? My sketches take me forever to get to something reasonable, and I still hate them afterward. It's a potato problem. Yeah, I didn't realize we were looking at a potato here. Start with potatoes. Start with like making some surreal looking potatoes. In the music, the moment you own it, you better never let it go. Just waiting on technical paints to dry, so I figure I'd hang out, watch your paint dry. Yes, come watch the paint dry. It's the best part. There is nothing more entertaining than watching paint dry. Clearly, because I do it all day. uh, the brush I am using is a size 1 Monument Hobbies Pro Series Sable, or Pro Sable Series, I don't know, whatever they call it. Which I'm pretty sure Mike is hitting that button and making me talk about because he paid for this brush. So, kudos to him. Yeah. Where? Oh, I need to get this close to my face. Close to my face. What you working on, traveler? What are these technical paints you're weighing on? You have outed yourself as an artist, and now I must know. I am not doing that, but because you have had a few people in here. Oh, well, I still thought it was funny. That was the main reason. The paints I am using is a mashup of, well, right this second I am using Citadel Dawnstone, Army Painter Matte Black, and a thinning mixture made of Vallejo airbrush thinner and airbrush flow improver. And it's all just blended together as required. Is this side done, I think? With glazing? I think so. I think we will, well, that could probably use some work. I'm not a painter at all. I build, print, kit bash, and I do dioramas slash bases for my models, but almost everything I own is sent out for commission work. Well, I just want to throw out that this piece is a commission. And this piece is a bunch of micro commissions. I'm currently getting a diorama ready for my Orc Reaver tie-in. Nice. Oh yeah, so certainly this is a new thing since you were last in here. Our Death Guard buddy here uh, is we call this Cash for Chaos, which basically you can use the uh, what do you call it? In the panels of the about section, there's a breakdown of how the whole thing works. Effectively, use the command tip function to throw a couple dollars in to put your colors and techniques and whatever you want on there, however you wish. And then when this thing's completely done, it will be raffled off and sent to a random participant free of charge. And you can do literally anything with it if we do the math right. As right now, he has a pair of Converses on, UV green, it's kind of hard to see, UV green fishnets on one leg, UV pink nipples, and a UV rainbow horn because these guys can't get enough of the UV paints, and it's like really they're so hard to use, but fine. That's a fun little game we do. I am also going to throw out that I have about another half hour before I have to jump to finish making dinner, as it is my night to make the family dinner. The roast will be done around 6, so I need to have the salad and any side vegetables beginning at like quarter of ish. That guy is he is rather horny. Yeah, for a Death Guard, he's starting to look very much like uh Slanesh, which I blame you guys for. How much the green stuff, the gun size again, and playing to nerfify that thing? Okay, so yeah, I was thinking about that this morning. So if you wanted the whole thing or just one side, I was thinking just this side when I was thinking this morning. If you wanted this to be green stuffed in, which then has to be primed, after it cures for 24 hours, then freehand nerf on it, I am thinking the whole thing into, and that's after the whole the base colors put on there. I'm thinking it probably around like $30 to $40 honestly, because that's gonna be a huge like it's deep for miniature purposes, but that's not that deep for green stuff. So that could take me a while. No, it's 22 for like just the green stuff. In the whole process total, I'm thinking more like $40 honestly. Because that's it looks like it, but it's not going to be a small project. Also, I'm almost out of green stuff. I have enough to do stuff with, but I have a bunch of yellow putty, but I'm like nearly out of blue. I don't know how I keep running out of blue, so I gotta order more green stuff soon. Which I needed to do anyway, to be honest, for the Outriders stuff. The Outriders. But yeah. If you wanted to do both sides, which I don't even know how much is green stuff, it's not super expensive. Oh, it's actually in my affiliate links. Let me just follow that myself. Where, um, where did I put that? Not in official links for some reason. I don't know why I did that. I don't know where I put it. It's in Discord somewhere. Oh, resources. I put in resources under hobbying. Okay. All right. Armor painter green stuff on Amazon is 14.39. and I could have it here by Saturday for to have more of it. I would have enough to do the Nerf gun, easy. But yeah, man, that reminds me. If I'm gonna do any Christmas,
Fort Worth opening in Sector 9. Oculus registering contacts number 87 arriving. Orange stations. It's a Black Crusade.
and well, that makes it official. The whole rest of the stream could just be working on this guy if you guys so desired. But I do have to cut it off at 5:45. Then I'll be back sometime after dinner, before 8. Uh, but what? Oh, Amazon's telling me weird stuff. If I'm gonna do any Christmas shopping, I gotta do it soon. That's fun. Great. There's always more stuff. I think the green stuff might be overkill. Just the UV need paint scheme. What? Just popped a few pics in your work in progress Discord. Oh, sweet. I will think about. Just the UV need paint scheme is more likely. What? UV Nerf paint scheme. Oh, you want that whole thing made out of the Nerf paint? Or not Nerf paint, the UV paint? What am I saying right now? Ah, okay. AK, autocorrect sucks. Yeah. Yeah, quack. Mwah. Yeah, no, I'm definitely getting there. Let's take a look at Traveler's orc thing real quick, because this is pretty cool. Incredible Hork. Incredible Orc, bringer of Daka. Incredible Hork. I can't tell if I'm crazy or just all of you are just bad at chat. I don't know anymore. All right. Anyway, here's our big dude. This guy's looking pretty awesome. I love this. The paint pot for scale. This guy's huge. And wants to beat me to the gun. They're most welcome. Nerf on their own. Nerf for their own. I'm on mobile. Well, I mean, I think Mike, you're the only one in a while that hasn't put in something that confused the crap out of me. Yeah, no, this guy's awesome. This guy's really cool. I like this. Oh, where's my OBS? All right. I think the Nerf idea was Mike's. I thought it was yours, Diablos. No, was it not? Venoms? You know what? That does kind of sound like a Venom thing. I know, I know it's so much. Yeah, no, I remember the Nerf idea came up, but I don't know who had it anymore either. It's literally two knights. I mean, that's appropriate size, but that's a lot. Oh, it's a great idea. I do think it's awesome. Ugh. All right. Yeah. All right. So this side's probably done. Getting a little bit of work on this side before we call it for the afternoon stream, and then I'll return for the evening stream because I apparently stream until I drop. This is short term and long term. What hue is this? Okay. I need the other reference pic. There we go. Now I know what I'm doing. I think. That is a lie. I never know what I'm doing. I will be donating enough this weekend for a big project. Oh, great. So you're saying is I should absolutely get this guy done before that happens. That's what I'm hearing. Where's the most light on this? Around here and probably like over here. Probably no, actually here. Here's the most light. There's a little bit back here. Okay. Yes, absolutely get this guy done before this weekend. I mean, I'm gonna be trying anyway, but yeah, that's what I'm hearing. Also, it just looks so good. I can't wait till this guy's done, honestly. He's like this shows me this is coming together how envisioned it in my head, and I am quite happy. Yo, 25 and 25 and still alive is such a vibe right now. This sounds like Hailstorm, but I'm pretty certain it's not. Who is this? I gotta look at this in a second. Must go make that muns. I mean, that's why I'm here, making that muns. Okay, so they're pretty reckless. All right, they sound pretty similar to Hailstorm. That's why I started listening to them recently. Oh, you're saying you gotta go? You gotta go to work? Yeah, go to work, man. Go make the money to then give to me. We must make some surreal art. Now I know why Potato's stuff was always crazy. When Potato gives ideas to other artists, now I know why it's nuts. It's because he's a fan of surrealism. It should be so obvious now. Should have been so obvious. Which means there's no way of any of us predicting what he has planned. It's incalculable. The damage he shot. I'm extremely unpredictable. Well, yeah. Your artistic flavor of choice is the most unpredictable by nature. Even more so, I think, than abstract. Because abstract, you can predict it to not really look like anything in particular. You can't predict surrealism. As slightly expected. Yeah, Diablo, you should have seen the nonsense I found him giving Plushie last night in her stream when I came back from eating my dinner. Like it was they were doing they're doing more of the traditional art and so okay, body of a centipede, tail of a rabbit, wings of an eagle, head of a horse, snout of an elephant. Also the size of an eagle, by the way, that monstrosity. It sounds like something out of like the Bible. It sounds like something out of the book of Daniel or Isaiah, I suppose, would be the other potential option. Okay, I darkened all that too much, I think. Maybe? Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe a little bit. Yeah. Enough legs for a millipede. Yeah, it was a bit more millipede-like than a centipede. I will give you that. Hey, Sarah. How goes? How goes over in real artist space? Pretty good. Wow, it's looking amazing. Oh, thank you. You can actually see it looking like much closer to being done over here. Oh, let me zoom out a little bit. Yeah, I think he's coming along. The front wheel is considered 100% done right now. So just imagine that thrown over the rest of it. Thank you. I am very much hoping this guy's done this week. Uh, Potentially tomorrow if I continue going at the rate I am. Yeah, probably tomorrow. And then we have our horrible monstrosity made through the Cash for Chaos thing, which I don't think you've been around to see this thing birthed. The render on the bike is looking great. I'm liking what you're doing with the sort of metallic matte textures. Oh, thank you. I'm imagining a big wheel now. Do I want to know? So, sure, for your reference, basically this is like a, you said imagine that all over? Oh yeah, just a bit. Yeah, it's just literally like the tire just copy pasted like a game's skin. Especially the response I gave about the monstrosity earlier. Yeah. Uh, he's just made out of wheels. The whole thing. Anyway, so sure. This is basically a community generated paint job where you can use the command tip function to pick segments, colors, techniques, and throw on a splash of paint on something, and then after it's done, I raffle it off to one of the donators, and the memes are strong with this one. Thank you, Potato. Aren't you supposed to be going to work? Listen, I'm gonna call you out for slacking over here. Not getting ready for work, not going to work, whatever you should be doing right now. Thank you, sure. That means a lot coming from you because honestly, I love your stuff. Oh yeah, so for I'm gonna shout you out. Shura here is a traditional artist, well, digital traditional artist of amazing capability and blows my mind every time I go into their stream. Uh just especially a lot of like fantasy character art. They're blending in particular. I know blending on digital is a lot easier than with a brush, but their blending just blows me away every time. Just I can't get enough. But sorry, Mike, it is not usually surrealist. I must have fill the wells in the center of the nipples with blood for the blood god. Oh, that would just be like an effect. Not even effect. It'd be like a detail base coat if they're like a wash. It's like $1 or a brown streak down the back. Probably also $1. Well, do you want that just brown or you want that chunky? This is getting pretty bad. I'm gonna need a disclaimer soon of just anything happening with this model has got nothing to do with me. I just hold the brush. Chunky is an option. Let me check this up so it looks up. It's brown terrain paint. Uh, probably. Huh. How much down the back are you talking about? Gonna make it 18 plus? I mean, technically, this stream should probably be 18 plus anyway. Honestly, I should probably put that in the title. I've just been holding it back because I can't swear currently where I am. Just a line, just like a small pile on the base. Uh, yeah, we could do that for probably. Oh, I don't know. We'll say $2, something like that. Like, it's not really a big deal. He is not even gonna wait. He's gonna get this in before dinner, before my dinner, before I have to go make food. Yeah, we'll call it a warm up before the next stream. I asked. What did I ask? All right. So, uh, bit of mud coming down the back of his back plates there. Stuff's old, I guess. Doesn't want to shake up. I have to mix it up with my tool. Brown streak and small impala incoming. Yeah, pretty much. Come. Oh yeah, that was their Nightwish medley. I was like, I don't remember uh a full cover anyone did of that song, which is the name I don't remember because I don't think it's in English. Well, the song is, the title I don't think is. It did go through. It went through. I don't know why the chat thing didn't pop up. Yeah, no, that's weird. No, it did popped up on my end. I see it, but it didn't pop up in chat. I'll have to mess with that later. That is wonky. Yeah, a little bit. I'm assuming you're talking about the paint. I mean, it's hard to paint a thin line with texture paint. Yeah, I guess. Oh, and then I gotta go over here. How big is an Astartes sized dump? Good question. Pretty, actually, probably isn't that big at all, honestly. Their body's made super efficient, but we'll just pretend it's fairly significant to match his size. This is this is suddenly very disgusting, even though like I've had this paint for like 2 years. Yeah. All right. Does that satisfy the meme lords? Is that satisfactory? Are the children entertained? Okay, good. All right. I consider my job complete. Contract complete. Transaction finalized. I don't even know anymore. All right. What was I doing? I mean, I only got a few minutes left anyway. Yeah, I guess I'll pick that up next stream. It's still loose? No, it's just my imagination. A few moments later, yeah. Pretty much. Oh yeah, I was talking about kind of what that was like when they woke up. I'll send instructions on the mini in Discord. What? I am awaiting. Oh, not now. Oh, there was a there's a ping in on my Discord, so I was seeing if that was related. All right. Anyway. Yeah, no, it's just weird timing. Someone commenting on Travelers tie-in. Okay, so yeah, I think I'm just gonna call it for this stream. I have to go make food for the peeps that are apparently of the same bloodline as me, and so I'm told. Anyway, the yeah, we'll pick back up in a few hours, ending on a brown note. Yeah, that's truth. Yeah, that's canon now. I mean, it makes sense for Death Guard. It just I don't think anyone's actually done that before. We know where Diablo's head is at anyway. So yeah, I'll be back on sometime between 7 and 8, and we'll just see how long I go. I guess after that, uh, you know, till I collapse or everyone gets sick of me. I suppose. Anything else I need to talk about? Start thinking of ideas for later. Uh, I don't think at this speed I will finish this chaplain today. That will probably be tomorrow. But I am very much liking the like how it's coming out. This is pretty much exactly what I had in mind. So we'll reconvene on this plate. When that's done, we'll highlight the whole thing and do the bolts, and we'll continue like that section by section. So after that's probably will be the chaplain himself, then the back, and then little screen bitty bits there, and then we're done. So yeah, you done 9 hours? I did 10 hours yesterday because when I actually finally logged off, it was a couple minutes before 1. Oh no, it was after 1. Sorry, it was like a couple minutes after before 2, I think. Wait, hold on. Hold on. Let me go. I can pull it up. I don't know why I'm trying to guess it. I can't see chat for a minute. Give me a second while I'm pulling up these times. So was uh okay, so the first stream was 1 to 5 effectively. So 4 hours there. And then it was 10 of 8 to 108. So 8 to 9, 10, 11, 12, 1. 5 hours. It was 9 hours. I had in my head that I did 10. Hmm. Oh, anyway. Yeah, 9 hours yesterday. Maybe we'll be it today. I don't know. Just waiting so I can get back to chat so I can see if anything. All right. Okay. Yeah. I must go cook. I'll catch y'all later. Thanks for hanging out. I don't think I will thank you for what's going on with the mini right now, but I will thank you for hanging out. On the video clip, you identify a thing is starting to get crazy. Fart sound. Zoom in on pile. Just insert fart MP3. Oh, I'm tired too, Diablo. After streaming for 9 hours, I found like when I finally went to bed, it was 2:30, nearly 3. It was nearly 3 a.m. and I slept for like just over 4 hours. I couldn't stay asleep. Yeah, that. Yeah, you know what? Screw it. I have that MP3. I might just put that in the video, like right before you're able to see it in the rotation. This is I don't know. Payment's starting to kick in. Back is not good today. Oof. I'm sorry.